Hello, everyone. How's it going? This audio or music is a little loud. Go. Hope you're all having a good weekend. We're back with some Lotro, and today the goal is to look into, well, we'll see if we can. I don't know how long Fangorn is, but we're gonna start Fangorn and then see how long it takes for us to so-called complete it all. Oh, you know what? I should be able to just take the Staple Master to Isengard, because that's where I need to go if I understand it correctly. Yeah. I've never done Fangorn. I think I've been there once for a Nazgul. I've just walked there, and then I've been there once on a character to do like discovery deeds. So I have no idea what to expect. Isengard, yes. Fangorn, yep. Oh, not that anything. I don't expect anything to come of it, but because of how much we enjoy trash talking them. But I did apply for the, what did they call it? The Lotro's Creator Program. I did apply for that just to see. I don't know what would come of it. But seeing how much we criticize SSG and the choices they make sometimes, I don't think that's going to turn out well. Yeah, yeah, that will go well.
You are hasty folk. You should not be giving your right name away like so.
But I meet all the criteria. So, I mean, theoretically, although when I linked accounts, it said that it was saying that my Twitch and YouTube didn't have, it had 0 subscribers and 0 followers. I was like, well, that's not accurate, but maybe they'll actually look at the videos. Who knows? The only thing that, there's one thing reading it, I was like, oh, that's a little bit sus, is any videos I upload to YouTube, they have to approve. So I don't know how well that will go. But that's for a future problem if it even happens. If they actually accept you, we know this game is bar. Mm-hmm. Search the gatehouse. They have to. Who else makes content like you for Lotro? Actually, probably relatively true. the actual YouTube stuff I do is more dedicated towards like new players and like returning players who haven't played for a while. There isn't much of that content out there. So, which is what I tried to sell it to them as, so we'll see what they say. But yeah, because we criticize them a lot, they probably won't accept me because they don't like criticism. Even me saying that they don't like criticism is something that they don't like hearing. So for now, 4th of February is when 40... Yes, for now, supposedly. It's been delayed, I think, 3 times. Or 2 times. Oh, search the Ring of Asgard. Oh, I didn't need to... Okay. Yeah, so we'll... Hopefully we get 46.1. He'd probably be the youngest in the program. It's true. It's true. Which, I don't know. I think would be good for them, quite honestly. Give them a new perspective. Also the least Russian, yes. Because as we know, none of my YouTubes even work in Russia. Because as soon as we play any kind of sound alert, Russia says, no, not allowed. So then the video is taken down in Russia. Something fresh instead of the boomers. Yep. Even though I feel like a boomer in Lotro terms, or in the world of Lotro, I feel like a boomer, but I'm definitely not an actual boomer. First off, how much have you spent in the Lotro store? Well, it was nice while it lasted. Actually, here, I don't know, how far back does the history go? I've spent, well, oh wait, I guess that would be actual putting money in the Lotro store. Yeah, and I can't see a history. Oh, or can I? Let's see. I bought some crafting ingredients, Steed Slayer, some keys recently. Night and Day Steed Bundle. I don't remember that, but apparently I purchased that. Why did I purchase that? Get this Steed of Night and Day together. 25% off. Riding skill required. All right, well, apparently I purchased that at some point. Yeah, apprentice riding account. I purchased an EXP disabler at one point. Crafting lore, hope, reputation, XP boost. I was right. I purchased a map to a ranking because I was sick of traveling at one point. Yep. The River Hobbit bundle. Oh, I purchased the superior one even. Damn, look at, see, I gave them some points. I spent 9,000 on that. And I purchased the upgrade base to greater. Interesting. Yeah, so these would have been purchased with points that I earned with Lifetime, because I would have come back to the game after a long while. Probably spent money, actually, on these Tomes of Vitality. Battle-worn Armor of the White City. That's interesting. River Hobbit Bundle, Mithril Coins, Writ of Favor, Inventory Slots... Rallying Horn, Carry All, Profession Unlock. This is when I started my Guardian. This would have been my Rune Keeper on Glamdring. Could be worse. Could be a feral witch from Dunland asking you to buy ChatGPT art and also makes bad Lotro content. Or a feral witch could slide into my DMs. Also true. So yeah, we'll see what happens. It could be fun, but who knows? Hold on, someone joined the Discord and I have to make sure they're not a bot. Unless they message me on YouTube or Twitch right now. They shouldn't be able to, if they are a bot, they can't post in channels. They can only just harass people that are in the Discord. But I won't actually accept them yet until they say something. This will be the only stream I'll be joining. Got my 4 a.m. week starting Monday. Oh boy. Yeah, have fun with that. So I'll be sleeping by the time you go live tomorrow. I should be. Yeah, you definitely should be sleeping. You should be sleeping. Did they react to the welcome post? They did not. Yeah. Yeah, sounds like a bot. Well, or someone that wants to sell art or something. But what if it's really good art, though? Then great, they can send me the art and I'll use it, but I'm not paying for it. Because I already get art for free. I'm not going to pay for something I already get for free. Yep, we are stingy bastards. How am I supposed to afford milk if I'm buying someone's art? Just pretend that milk is overrated. Oh, Jensen asked a good question in the stream yesterday. Or not yesterday, Thursday. What do we think there's any movies that will come out this year that will become timeless movies? That will be super successful and will be remembered as like as one of the best movies in history kind of thing that we'll always go back to. And I was trying to think about that. And I don't know. If you had Canadian milk, it's premium compared to the rest of the world. The only thing I could think of is that there's a chance that Mando and Grogu could be timeless, but I don't know, because it could also easily just flop as well with the record that Disney has right now. No, because 90% of them are made for the Netflix crowd. They will have the plot iterated at least 4 times because people are on their phones, not paying attention. The rest will be woke schlock nobody cares about. I might be a little cynical about the movie industry these days. I mean, I think it's hard for Shrek 5 to beat Shrek 1 through 3, to be honest. Same with, I think, what is it, Ice Age 4 or 5 is also coming out, and I have the same thoughts about that, is it's hard for those movies to beat the first 3. Return to Silent Hill? I don't know. Because Steven's right with the, like, movies being made for the Netflix crowd now. Doomsday will not break Endgame. Yep. Simply because you have no build up to it like Endgame. See, and I'm convinced that Doomsday isn't meant to be as big as Endgame. Like, I think it's meant to be like an Age of Ultron type movie. And then Secret Wars will be Endgame. That's what I'm convinced, and at least I'm hoping for, so that I'm not disappointed. How about Pinocchio Unstrung? If one could become a classic, it'd be the new Robert Eggers movie, Werewolf. Oh, yeah, maybe. How are we feeling about Steven Spielberg returning to UFO stuff with Disclosure Day? I didn't actually know that was happening. I didn't know about that one. He does do good sci-fi stuff, so I don't hate the idea of it. Yeah, Emily Blunt is solid. I honestly think TV shows have been better recently than movies, honestly. Like Alien Earth, Welcome to Derry, Fallout. Those have all been extremely successful and really well made. So I feel like those movies or shows will have a higher chance of being a classic than any of the movies we've had recently. But there's a plan to do chronological order making of the Narnia series, all of them. Oh, I did hear about that. Yeah. Uh-oh. Was I okay? I thought I got stuck in there. Yeah, I heard that they were kind of revisiting Narnia, which could be good. Can I get out this way? I hope so. I really don't want to walk all the way around. I might have to walk all the way around. Oh, no, we're good. Which is either really good or really bad. Yeah, I'm interested in it, but you're right. It could go either way, honestly. But I've watched 2 movies this year. 2. Grinding out my backlog since October 2025. On top of that, Tolkien news, which means we have to work harder. Yep. Gotta work harder. The Silmarillion and some other stores are being bid on by Netflix and Warner Brothers. Well, wait, Netflix and Warner Brothers? Why is Warner Brothers bidding on it? Because aren't they just going to give it to Netflix anyways? Oh, I see. It's being bid on by Netflix / Warner Brothers. I see what you're saying. Okay. I thought you were saying it as Netflix is bidding against Warner Brothers for. I was like, wait, that doesn't make any sense. And is that official? Are they like officially a conjoined studio now? Or is there still like paperwork to be signed, basically? Not sure? Okay. Because I know by, like... I mean... It's, like, not officially confirmed on paper, but in terms of as far as anyone's concerned, it is confirmed. But legally, it's not confirmed. Yeah, see, that makes sense. Yeah, it comes from your boss who's a little bit more plugged in to the industry. So, like, yeah, they're conjoined, but there might still be some paper to be signed or something. Because I would assume we'll start seeing, like, you know, on Netflix, they'll start throwing in a bunch of Warner Brothers stuff. We'll start seeing Warner Brothers stuff fall off of, like, HBO or Amazon or something like that, and shows will transfer over. Yeah, how ABC owns Fox, yeah. Okay, so because this person hasn't said anything, I'm going to make sure that they're not still in the Discord. Just for now. Or alternatively, they will keep them separate because it will earn them more money. Well, yeah, they could keep it separate to earn more money, but I don't know if that's beneficial in the long run. Like, I think it would be better to combine forces kind of thing. We started painting and she's selling her artwork in the Discord. Let's give her a chance, huh? Oh god. Wait, she actually sent you art? Oh wow. I know she said she wanted to work on the Moria project.
You are far from home.
It's like, well, I need to see your art, and then she never sent it to me, so I don't know. And then, well, it didn't matter anyways. I would love to jump forward in the future by like 100 years and see what Isengard looks like after the Ents have planted all of their seeds and are trying to regrow the area. It'd be really cool to see what Isengard would look like. Alright, so now we gotta go to Quick Beam, talk to the tree there, and it'll teleport us to to Fangorn. Okay.
These are desperate times for the Rohirrim.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Is that Isengard would look cool, like more overgrown and green again. Yeah, an old ruined tower. Too bad we won't put a play next week. Yeah, they'll do the update and it'll crash the game, and then the UI scaling will crash the game more, and they'll have to shut down the servers for 2 days. Then they'll bring the server up for a day and say it's fixed, and then it'll be fixed for a day, but then after a day it'll break again, and then they'll either have to revert to removing all of the changes or just disabling things for a while. Everything's working, as far as I'm aware, on the test server. So in theory, everything should be working come release, but who knows?
Home. You are hasty folk. Let's not
So is there
be
quests for
hasty.
Fangorn
You
even?
should not be giving your right name away like so.
Western Rohan. No, there isn't. Okay, interesting.
Home now. What business have you with the
Okay, so then we got a bunch of dailies to
Not
do.
be hasty. Home now. What business have you with the Ents? Let's not be hasty. Home now.
Oh, these are just tasks. Oh, I see.
You should not be giving your right name away.
Interesting.
Like so. Home now.
Okay.
Business have you with the Ents? Stand now and rest a while.
And then I think we need Kindred for the recipes. They're probably good recipes, but will they actually matter though? Tailoring. Yeah, like this is some good armor, I guess, which I could put on, but I don't know if it'll really matter. How much you want to bet some insane memory leak happens with the UI scaling? Your PC literally becomes non-responsive. Oh god. You know what? That might actually be a cool story, like some kids from Rohan wander into the woods and stumble upon Isengard. Ooh, yeah. They heard stories of what Isengard used to be and what it's become, and they wanted to check it out. And yeah, they run into the Ents or something like that. That could be fun. Filled with the ghosts of old. Meanwhile, all the people who use custom UI themes are like, "Sigh, we're doomed." Yeah, I wonder how that UI scaling is going to affect the custom UI folks. Found footage Lord of the Rings movie? Ooh, yeah. Nope, we should go this way. I like the ambient noise, though. This is spooky. The Feral Witch Project doesn't sound so dumb anymore, huh? Okay, it sounds dumb, but give it a chance.
You are far from home. Stand now and rest a while.
You ever seen the... Oh, hold on. I rewatched a mockumentary / found footage movie called The Phoenix Incident today, which is based on the Phoenix Lights event from the 90s. It was a whole bunch of voice actors from games in it. It was a bit weird to see. Oh, interesting. I don't know if I heard about this. Remind me what the Phoenix Incident is, or the Phoenix Lights. I don't know if I remember those. Maybe I was a bit too young for it. So then by the time I was old enough to hear about it, I just didn't care. You ever see the Animatrix? It could be similar to the story beyond which... Oops. Kids wandering into a house with glitches in the Matrix, but instead they wandered into Fangorn, discovered old magics, ends Isengard, and the ghost of Saruman. Ooh. Yeah, I guess for the movies you could do the ghost of Saruman there. Although I don't know if he would he be a ghost? Do Maiar become ghosts? I don't know. There's probably some rule there being like, Maiar can't become ghosts because their spirits move on somewhere. But then if it was the books, then Saruman didn't die in Isengard. Saruman actually died in the Shire. So then there'd be that whole thing. But at least in the movies, he died in Isengard. There were a bunch of lights over Phoenix, Arizona that moved in formation and were filmed by a lot of people for that time. It's probably one of the most famous UFO cases from the 90s. Huh. I don't think I heard about this, actually. Or if I have, I didn't know it had the name The Phoenix Lights. Found footage movie about the Shire wouldn't really work, I reckon. Who says Ghost couldn't have hid in Isengard in the books? Well, Ghost probably could, but I don't know if, like, Saruman... I don't even know if Saruman can become a ghost. Because his spirit would just pass on, like, so he wouldn't have a spirit that would linger? Well, maybe he could, I don't know. I don't know the laws of the Maiar and the rules there. See, though, Sauron isn't a ghost. His physical spirit is still exists, and that's what the eye is, essentially. But then when the ring is destroyed and Sauron actually so-called dies, he then passes on into, like, jail for the afterlife. So he wouldn't be a ghost anymore because his soul does actually get trapped within the jail cells of the afterlife. Make him goo Saruman. God, not the goo Saruman. Why can't Saruman come back or Sauron? Saruman can't come back because he he basically failed his test or his mission, right? Because his mission was to stop Sauron by not being corrupted for power, not falling for greed, and all that stuff. And because he failed his mission, he essentially forfeited his status as one of the Astari and a Maiar, and then wasn't brought back because Gandalf proved his mission. He was able to come back and then essentially replace Saruman in status. Because Gandalf only came back by basically replacing what Saruman could have been, which is that kind of like the line that he has in the movie, right? Where he's like, "I am Saruman," or what Saruman should have been or could have been. So Saruman still had all of his so-called power, but as soon as he dies, that's it for him. And then I assumed his soul and spirit would pass on into the afterlife. Yeah, what he should, or a Saruman of what he should have been. If Gandalf the Grey didn't die by fighting a Balrog, and he died by if Saruman killed Gandalf probably still would have been brought back because he would have been resisting Saruman at that point, because that was like the turning point, I guess, in like Gandalf's arc in terms of in the eyes of the gods, was that when Gandalf turned Saruman down and said, "No, actually, I'm not going to join you. This is bad." When did we abandon reason for madness? There's only one Lord of the Ring. All that, like that whole speech before they have their whole fight. If he didn't fight Saruman in that moment and joined him and then died later, Gandalf wouldn't have come back.
Stand now and rest a while. Let's not be hasty.
This is what has always confused me. Gandalf became Gandalf the White after dying, but Saruman was already called the White, so as Saruman the White later became Sauron of Many Colors. The Many Colors part is he would, if Saruman stayed true to his path, he would have become Sauron of Many Colors in a way, but the Many Colors part is more in reference to what Saruman thinks he could become should he get the One Ring. He thinks because Sauron was always twisting his mind, kind of like what the ring would do, and be like, "Look, Saruman, this is what you could become. This is what I give you," kind of thing. And Saruman enjoyed that, but what he wanted to do instead was overthrow Sauron. Like, well, I'll take the One Ring and just become the Many Colors myself, kind of without your help. And I'll make my own rings of many colors, which is kind of what like the Lotro raid references, right? With all the different rings and stuff. Saruman hit level cap. Yup. Yeah, I don't know. Radagast also wouldn't be brought back because he also, he abandoned his mission. He didn't betray his mission. He just abandoned it because he fell in love with animals. And cared more for animals than any other being on Middle Earth, which was technically against what his mission was. Like, if Sauron went around Middle Earth and ignored every animal and ignored nature and only, like, you know, killed the free peoples of Middle Earth, Radagast would have done nothing, in theory, because he only cared about animals. And then but if Sauron only went out of his way to harm only animals and all of nature, then Radagast may have stepped in and he may have succeeded his mission indirectly. But technically speaking, Radagast did so-called fail or abandon his mission. So Radagast also wouldn't be brought back. I always enjoy brushing up on my Tolkien. There's always some more things to learn. I'm debating if down the line, in the second half of 2026, I'll give AC Shadows another chance. It's Valhalla all over again. Beautiful world, tons of mindless busy work, diminishing the beauty of that world. Yeah, I kind of felt that with... was it Odyssey? We have Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and I enjoyed parts of the game and like a bit of the story and stuff, but yeah, there's like the weird mindless busy work that I wasn't enjoying as much, and it kind of pushed me away from the game. Really, just give me that Black Flag remastered. Don't change a single thing. Don't change the story. Don't change the gameplay. Just spice up the graphics and I'll be happy.
Home, you are a hasty folk. You should not be giving your right name away like so.
Did they stop doing motion capture for games before Syndicate?
Be hasty. You should not be giving your right name away like so.
Well, these are dailies. Wait, so is this all what Fangorn is? Hold on. I am currently working on playing Skyrim as intended with 4,000 mods. Oh god. Yeah, they stopped mocap with Origins. Interesting. What a weird choice. Especially since they did it in the older games. Like, you'd think it would be the other way around, right? Like, the older games wouldn't have motion capture, and then you evolve into using motion capture. Which is why in dialogue scenes, you see the same arm movements, facial expressions, and head movements over and over and over. Oh, I see. Yeah. Yeah, cut costs. Cut costs in production time. Legacy of the Dragonborn. Oh, is that like a mod bundle? What's that mod? It adds a museum in Skyrim that you curate. Ooh, that's kind of cool. As you play, it unlocks displays. You can display armor sets in it. That's so fun. And it just, yeah, it works with a ton of mods. Well, that's good. So you collect and unlock stuff from those mods. Oh, okay. So this mod pack adds realistic women and men, so already way more immersive. And if that wasn't enough, some madman designed an entirely new wing of the museum called Halls of the Forgotten, and that works with even more mods. Ooh. That is on my list to play before the PC gets retired. Entire Legacy of the Dragonborn collection. Ooh. I need to see if the men in Evie's class actually do have a point before I ridicule them more. I don't think they have a point. I think we're trying to give them too much credit here. Because we just want to believe that they aren't really like that. And I don't think that's the case. I'm pretty sure they are, they are just as ridiculous as they sound. And she's in the Discord, so you can always ask her. Okay, so there's supposed to be a captain? Defeat the leader of the enemies within... Who's the leader? Was there some named dude I missed? Do I need to kill every orc? there's a door up here. Oh. No. I am confused. Orc warrior. Okay. Time for Google. Guide of the Wooded Riverbank. Okay. Lotro. Durin Farrell. Guide to the Wooden Riverbank. The leader of the enemies is located at the Stockade Gate. Oh wait, after finding the gate is locked, you'll need to defeat the key orc keyword who has found in the woods on the docks. Oh, there he is. Okay. Good. Follow 3 streamers. One of them was doing an honor mode of Baldur's Gate 3 stream. My god, that game really brings insufferable people to streams. Oh, really? And by insufferable, I mean people who do not let the streamer pick what they want. Or like, you have to do this, you have to pick these companions, you have to multi-class with this. Oh, wow. Yeah, I would hate that, actually. I'm glad that I didn't encounter that too much when I did do my streaming of Baldur's Gate. But that was also still my early days of streaming, so I wasn't as... there wasn't random people showing up in stream. Baldur's Gate was so massive that my channel was just essentially invisible on the Twitch charts at that time. Well, those people would hate what I'm doing with my honor mode. I did do an honor mode gameplay, but I'm now doing an honor mode gameplay with mods where I'm allowed to have I have every single companion with me at all times now. And we can go up to, I think, level 15. And it's just like a completely chaotic, overpowered playthrough, basically. I'll make a review of the game with this level of modding, but yeah, currently on mod 229 of 4,659. Jesus Christ. To empty a hard drive for this. Wasn't Fangorn a glorified daily zone? Maybe it was. I've never played it, so I really had no expectations. I could tell she was growing very tired of it, and she normally never censors people, but at a certain point she just asks people to stop and let her play. Yeah, that's just what you have to do. And then yeah, it helps the people that are actually there to enjoy the stream.
Home. You are hasty folk. Let's not be hasty. Home now. What business have you with the Eds? You should not be giving your right name away.
Okay, well, we've maxed out on our tasks. Can't do anything more there. We hit... Oh, wow, we just hit acquaintance. Huzzah.
Let's not be hasty.
Anytime I encounter someone who says you have to do X, I immediately pick the opposite. You should never give me games worth a shot. I was playing through Dispatch with a friend, and they said, if you kiss the that character, you're a creep. I am a creep. I am now a creep. I definitely should play Dispatch. That'll be after we get through all the other games we have, but I definitely should play through it. Yeah, Steven, you don't want more games. You're trying to finish all your games so that you can retire your PC. Oh, we just finished Dunlanding Slayer there. Okay. There you go, Ben. I have now successfully slain 300 Dunland folk. But yeah, seriously, I like the chaotic choice when someone says, you have to. Like, okay, chaotic choice it is. I'm ignoring what you're saying and doing the chaotic choice. I mean, I'm kind of the same way. If you tell me, I might take your suggestions into consideration. But if there's a choice that I really want to do, I'm going to do it. If you tell me to do the opposite, I'm going to do it harder. Oh, these are like crafting instances. I see. This is the scholar crafting instance. We did the woodworking one, so then the next one will be the miner's crafting instance. I see. 300 more and I will smile again. When a guildmate said you need to do XYZ on your Shadow Priest, and I'm like, second in damage done on the raid. This is also what led to me getting the bad ending in Silent Hill 2. Man, I need to play that game too. Maybe the Steam summer sale will have a better price for Silent Hill. It'll be like 70% off or something. And then we'll play it for like Halloween. the leader down here somewhere? What if I go up this way? Oh, there's a dude. Is there a quick way out over here? No? Okay, I'll just leave instance. I'm not walking all the way back. I killed so many monsters. 55% off? Yeah, that would be a good sale. Alien ending is true ending. I'll fight anyone who disagrees. Dog ending? Oh, wait. What are these? There's alien endings and dog endings now? Never mind dog ending. I was wrong.
You are far from home. Home now. What business have you with the Ents? You should not be giving your right name away like so.
Don't worry about it.
Home now. What business have you with the Ents?
Oh yeah, you told me that it has a lot of endings and that New Game Plus adds even more. I do remember you mentioning that. Dog ending is good ending. Every other ending mid. Okay. But once you know the puzzles, you can get through it pretty quickly. Still getting all the endings without reload. Scumming will take you 70 hours. Oh, god damn. Yeah, I don't need to do that. That's like Baldur's Gate. I don't need to experience every single ending. I want to do the Dark Urge ending, but I'm also only going to do it once. I don't want to do it twice because there's like an evil Dark Urge ending and then a good Dark Urge ending. Dark Urge, though, the evil Dark Urge, I'll play on stream once that happens. And you need to have the water ending on a save game to start New Game Plus from that save. Otherwise, you lock yourself out of an ending in New Game Plus. What the fuck? Why is it so obscure in that way? Also, you have to have had a chance to test landscape. Oh, yes, I did test that. I went on Glamdring and just went on a random, like, I think I went on my Warden who was like level 130 or 140 and didn't have landscape difficulty turned on. And I didn't have to heal the soldiers. I only did a heal order once. I didn't do anything differently. Like I destroyed catapults right away. I put everyone in sapper and two-handed stance. I ignored the bonus objectives so that I could keep an eye on the soldiers, even though I can't heal them on my warden as opposed to my lore master. And all I had to do was, yeah, use a heal order once and then repair. I think there was a point where like 3 banners were at 50% health. So I used like just the repair function 3 times essentially. Got them back up to 100% health, and that was it. But like I wasn't stressed or freaking out or anything or panicking. So I was like, wait, this is incredibly easy. So I learned, so I brought that up to like basically the community being like, this is something that I tested or encountered. If we have thoughts about it, and there's still, people are convinced that either it's a scaling issue, it's just a scaling issue with from 95 going up to 100, or it was a scaling issue going from 140 or 130 down to 100. It's like, well, I don't know. I mean, maybe that's the case, but it is just weird that if I take off landscape difficulty, that it's not a problem. It would be better if I could test it on this specific server, but I don't. I guess, well, no, I have some characters that are low level that I don't have landscape difficulty on. Actually, no, I don't. They all do, because I'm trying to get the titles. Yeah, so I can't test it on this server specifically. I mean, it tells you that it affects it by having the landscape difficulty buff on, but people's argument is that, well, the damage, because it's a debuff and a buff on yourself as the character, right? Like, you do less damage, you take more damage, you have less mitigations, and your finesse is basically lowered because so enemies will block parry and resist your abilities much more often. It's a debuff on you, and then because your mitigations are lower and your outgoing damage is lower, you're also going to be taking more damage as well, just from all the other stats that are affected. So it's supposed to be a buff that applies only to you. However, I just know from my lore master specifically that if I put out a pet, right, if I send my links out, my links just melts. Like, my links just gets one shot. So it's not just me, it's like anything tied to your character. Or like a skirmish soldier. If you do a solo skirmish with landscape difficulty on, it still applies, and your skirmish soldier will get destroyed because they just don't have the stats to keep up with the landscape difficulty. So I personally think that there's some weird coding or a bug where like the banners are considered a pet and they're like tied, the stats of the banner are somehow tied to your character, or the stats of the soldier are tied to your character. I don't know. I think there's something fishy going on, and it's more than just a scaling issue. I think there's some weird landscape difficulty stuff going on. Well, yeah, and that's just it, right? Yeah, the damage to those banners were taking too much. So that's why I feel like the banners are connected to your stats in some way with the landscape difficulty. So because you take more damage because you have less mitigations, I'm wondering if the banners also have less mitigations because of your landscape difficulty. I don't know. There's something weird going on for sure. Someone said that they tested it and like, oh no, it doesn't affect anything because the catapult does the same amount of damage whether I'm in landscape difficulty or not. Like the enemy catapults. I'm like, okay, well, maybe it's not a landscape difficulty issue, but then at the same time, maybe the catapult isn't affected for whatever reason, but the arrow barrages are. Because, yeah, a weird coding issue in Lotro, like, that never happens before. So, I don't know, it wouldn't surprise me if it's specifically just the arrow barrages that are weird. What are you going to tell me next? Sky is blue, milk is unattainable. The banner / skirmish soldier / anything in epic battles really are considered a different kind of ally than quest NPCs, perhaps. Well, they have to be, right? Like, I think the game is treating banners at the very least the same way the game treats skirmish soldiers and lore master or captain pets. I think that's what the game is coded to do for whatever reason. For why is it like that? Who knows? There's tens of, like, we can question that all day long, but I think that's what it's doing. And that's what's weird to me. And that's why the banner is going to take so much damage. But it also still applies to the skirmish soldiers. Well, maybe, because, like, the thing is I can have the landscape difficulty on in any other skirmish, and I can completely ignore these soldiers all day long. And even the banners that are on those maps. But they're also not taking consistent damage from the arrow barrage. It's not the enemies that kill them. It's the arrow barrages. So that's why I feel like there's some sort of... like, maybe there's just a weird coding with specifically the arrow barrage. I don't know. Yeah, like maybe the debuff applies to them. SSG coded too hard with it. Oh, and actually, you know what? That reminds me. Someone was telling me I made an epic battle. Okay, they didn't reply again. Someone was telling me I did the epic battle wrong in my... I did a video specifically breaking down that one specific epic battle that we've been struggling with. Just to help new players with it. And someone was telling me I was doing it wrong. And then I asked them how to do it right. And they gave me all these ways to do it right. But all of those ways don't apply to the legendary server. So I was like, well, that's not helpful. They're telling me things like, well, go do the minister things first, then come back and do this battle. Like, well, you can't do that, though, because I don't have access to the minister's battles. I'm not allowed to do them. So you actually can't do that. And then they're trying to tell me to do other things like that's not how the epic battle works. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Maybe on the normal servers, it does work that way. But on the legendary server, it's not going to work that way. I know, right? People are already rejecting your ideas. The future for Mark, the creator program superior, doesn't sound good. Why do you want to talk to me? Oh, you want these. Okay. Well, we finished those dailies, so I guess now we have real quests, so I'll take that. That's kind of nice. What is it? What is it saying that's over here? A forest. Oh, that's just Right. It's him telling me to come here. Yeah, that's fine. It's just funny to me that people immediately reject the notion of weird coding bug happening when less than a year ago, a deed window aesthetic change literally made the game unplayable. Yep. Lotro's coding is so wild. Their coding is so complicated and so deep that, yeah, an aesthetic change to the deed log would crash your game. The coding is so complicated that you can't track multiple professions at the same time. Do we need these flies? We do. Can't see my screen. There's too many trees in my face. Trees are gonna help me beat up this Mournful? Oh, maybe they will. Hell yeah. We changed the background image for this window. Game crashes to desktop immediately. What the fuck? Yeah, come on, trees. Hold aggro better. This tree is struggling. You okay there, dude? He is truly not meant to walk. Or run, I guess. I don't know. He was really struggling. Hey! They ran out back with another raid. Appreciate it. Welcome, everyone. Just experiencing Fangorn Forest for the first time. Never done it when it first came out. Now I have to behave for the new people. Tink, 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 banana phone. We all know you're not going to behave for the new people, Steven. You don't have to pretend. Put out. Hopefully you had a good stream. Is this the Orange Slippers channel? Yes, it is. We stick the trees on our feet. The assumption, the call it all that I won't behave. I can be nice. I mean, you could maybe. I just don't think you will, and that's okay. Gotta run. Ooh, concert to prep. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you very much. have a good time at the concert. That sounds awesome. Just drops the going to a concert and then won't say what concert it is. Love it. Love it. Oh. It's a special concert. I'm going to a rave band when I hear about that instead. Okay, I don't need you guys. God, now I'm overwhelmed by the amount of quest icons on my map. Beat it up, tree. Oh, that's it? Oh, okay. Well, let's go back and turn in one quest just to see if it removes some random quest markers. I always said if an edition of Thunderdome, not Mad Max, came to Belgium instead of the Netherlands, I'm going to relive my electronic nostalgia for it, and in December of this year, they will return. Ooh, very nice. Defeat Roots. Oh. That's a quest? So wait, do I have to fight you? Make you spawn roots? That sounds annoying. Hopefully there's some trees or something we can deal with that will spawn roots more efficiently. Oh, yeah, you warned him about the crazy chicks, so yeah, now Ben's definitely not gonna go. It's the good kind of crazy. Oh, wow. So I gotta bring this tree around and complete these 12 quests for him. Okay, interesting. The good kind of crazy? I don't know. In today's age, there really isn't a good kind of crazy anymore. I guess Merry and Pippin are a good kind of crazy. Any alternatives to a rave that come to mind? This is true, Ben. That's a true statement. Exactly. Only here to judge me and my actions and choices. Women hurt your heart, so you hide it in your muscles. Damn. Why does that sound more heartbreaking than it... That sounds so heartbreaking. Than it probably is intended to be. It just... That sounds so sad. They hurt your heart, so you hide it in your muscles. God damn. Get bigger muscles, then it doesn't hurt as much. I guess so. Well, I don't know if I want them to hurt that either. Just it's away from me. Okay, we need 2 more seeds. Okay. Oh, yeah, here's another one. Okay, we'll go turn in these quests and see what everything looks like.
Stand now and rest a while. Home, you are a hasty folk. Let's not be hasty. Stand now and rest a while.
Okay. Why is there 2 different categories for Fangorn? That's annoying. I'm trying to explain activities to people that don't even like the Vancouver Canucks. Why am I even trying? What? What do you want? Why are you trying to draw my attention? There's nothing here. Let's go down south. Yeah, we'll go down south. Oh, here we go. Poke the sapling. Cough at the tree. And then hug the big tree. Okay. Don't give the tree COVID. What the fuck is wrong with you? I know, right? I'm gonna piss off Treebeard, giving all of his tree friends COVID. I mean, Ents probably could get COVID. Why not? Okay. Is there something here? No? Okay. Imagine Dunland being immune to COVID. Poor Ben. The hatred of Dunland runs deep. Would COVID come from Dunland? Or would it come from Mordor? They are all patient 0. Dunland? Oh, alright. Damn it, Dunland. Mordor put incubated in Dunland. So it's still Dunland's fault. Alright, what do you want now? Search for signs of the creature that passed through Fangorn. What creature? Oh, a giant? All right, well, we've completed half of the quests for the tree. Yeah, I also got COVID, but all it did was basically, yeah, massive fever. But hey, I had the vaccine at the time, so who knows what could have happened if I didn't. Science was doing its job. If I got COVID now, I'd be in the ICU. Yeah. That's a yikes. You definitely would be. That would not be fun. Yeah, stay away. Be vaccinated. Yeah, you could have gone brainwash and become a Twitch streamer. Oh, never mind. Yeah, that was my mistake, was streaming after COVID happened, basically. Do you want me to kill these slugs? Yeah, you do. Slimy and wash slug. Gross. Why does it give me... Oh, is my carry-all full? Oh, it is. Well, we need to remove some stuff from it. Oh, I was doing some deeding. Yeah, here, let's get rid of this. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. Don't need the barrel shard. The script. The soil. Walnut. Oh, interesting. Tattered Rohirric. We'll keep. Okay, we'll keep that stuff for now. Probably don't need this lump of coal, but we'll keep it for now. Oh, I don't need that. Don't need the flakes. I'll keep that hide for now so I can do crafting things. Or, whatchamacallit? Crafting guild stuff. Oh, what are the... Hold on. So I gotta keep membranes, heartwood, and goo. Membranes. Keep the goo. Membranes, heartwood. There we go. Why don't they just give me... Like, it's 3 leaves every time. Why not just give me 3 leaves? Why do I have to manually open up? Oh, that one was 15. Okay, my bad. It's okay. I guess it's not 3 every time. It's 3 99% of the time. Hey, I got 4 days of sleep and no work from it. The fever dreams were a bit weird, but he wins or gains through sacrifice. True? True? No, I'm pretty sure it was Sauron or the Witch King or something that created tuberculosis. They created some sort of plague. Or Sauron created some sort of plague, and then the Witch King created some sort of plague. The Witch King's plague, though, created the Barrow Downs. Sauron's plague killed all the Entwives. Oh, god damn it. It's one of these loot the body ones. Of course it is. Because we can't just manually loot bodies still. We have to... Or we can't just automatically do it. You have to go back to doing it manually for some reason for every 3 quests. Is why I have consistency. Dunlin would spread mild diseases like a head cold or something. It doesn't put you on your ass, but it's annoying regardless. No, Dunlin puts it on your ass, not on it. Yeah, don't go to a Dunlin rave then. Yeah, exactly. If that's what they do. All right, one more slug. Soothe wounded trees. Okay. I soothe wounded trees by rubbing slime on them. All right. Just one walk of shame in the morning, I reckon. Pat this one. Okay. Guess now we'll go this way. Dunlin's raids are actually just PTA meetings. They're not fun. Alright, this is Treebeard's house, so it's supposed to trigger another quest, maybe? Yeah. Where has Treebeard gone? Who knows? Great question. He must be somewhere in Fangorn Forest. Hold on. Is this a boar quest? Where has Treebird gone? Is this a quest that you just wait for the timer to go away? Yeah. Yep, it's exactly. It's a boar quest. It's the evident boar quest. You're not supposed to spend... You're not supposed to actually find him. You're just supposed to wait for the timer. Is he gonna want me to kill Norbogs? Oh, defeat wood trolls. Okay. It seems like someone else might be here too. Going back to those black metal gigs with blonde haired Z. Those were the days. Yeah, someone is definitely here killing the trolls. Ooh. A quest that summon trolls. That's nice. Okay, need one more troll. I was about to go to a Megadeth concert, but I don't know anyone else who likes metal like I do in the city. You gotta honestly buy their ticket too. Ooh, yeah, I'm not a metal person. I'm not a metal person. Okay. Got those ones done. Go see Mick to do yourself a favor. I don't like that type of music. It's just not for me. That and rap are the two genres that I can't stand. I think the most like metal music I like is probably maybe Evanescence or Linkin Park. Nope, not a fan of country. God, I hate country. There's some country that's okay, but overall, God, no. It's so dull and boring. Is there a type of... See, and I don't think there's a specific genre that I like. It really comes down to the song. Like there's genres that I definitely hate. That's for sure. But in terms of finding one that I like, I don't know. There's pop songs that I like. There's rock songs that I like. Being in theater, there's of course musical theater songs that I like, but there's also musical theater songs that I despise with a burning passion. Pop songs I like, unsubscribe. Now there's some, because again, it comes down to the song and not necessarily the genre. So you can't definitely say, I like this genre of music. Correct. There isn't a genre that I'm like, yep, I love this no matter what every time. It depends on the artist. It depends on the song. Because not every song of an artist I love. There's some songs like, no, I just despise this. I don't know. It's really hard to classify for me. Like for me, I like liquid drum and bass. I like trip hop. I like movie and game scores too, but I also don't just listen to movie and game scores. It has to be really specific. Is there bad trip hop? Yes. Is there bad dark ambient? Yes. I still love it. Yeah, and it's, I don't know. It really is song to song. Like, nope, can't do it. I do hate reading. Yep, I absolutely. Yep. But I do get movie and game scores are great for reading. That does make sense. That does make sense. but it would not make me read more. Dwarven metal? Maybe. I don't know, though. Metal is definitely one. I haven't found a metal song I don't think that I really liked. I'll put it that way. Same with rap. It's reading contrarian much. What, like, I am a dwarf and I'm digging a hole? Like, diggy diggy hole? Yeah. I mean, that's a fun song. I wouldn't, like, put it on a playlist or anything and listen to it, but I don't hate myself while I'm listening to it. I don't want out of the room. I don't want to rip my ears off. I've heard of Slipknot. I don't know if I've actually, like, I've heard of them, but I don't know if I've actually ever listened to their music. But I have heard of them. Three Days Grace is Canadian. I don't know 3 Days Grace. That's cool that they're Canadian. Love when Canada represents. Over the past couple years, I've been diving deep into Belgian metal / post metal scene is bringing to the table, and honestly, I'm impressed with what our little country has to offer for the world. Oh, that's cool. Okay. One. So there's only 2 more quests for him. Interesting. Well, let's go over here to this big tree. See if that triggers anything. Oh, that's just this seed. All right, this quest will trigger... Okay, and then there'll be one more. Awakening the Forest. I might have to look that one up specifically, but we'll see if it appears here. Oh, it just gave me a... Oh, since you cannot, perhaps Quick Beam can tell where Treebeard has gone. Let's go turn these in and see what we get. Oh, wait. No, I have Awakening the Forest. Awakening the Forest. So we gotta go to the rivers. I see. Ow! That was rude. No, I'm definitely not a music person. I really am not. And Tiger Lady can also confirm how much of a music person I am not. I'm not a word person or a music person. Nope. Hate reading, and I mean, I can appreciate music, but I'm not like, yeah, I'm just not a music person. I don't know band names that much. I know song names even less. Oh, she's absolutely the complete opposite. Absolutely the complete opposite. Yeah, I'm a game and movie person. I'm visual art styles. Although I guess reading's visual. But I don't count reading as visual. I don't know if I'd call myself a board game person. There's some crazy board game nerds out there. I am definitely not one of them. After going to a couple of board game stores for like Christmas shopping and stuff like that, I'm like, wow, these people know an insane amount and I know nothing. Ever hated reading so much you started eating pages? Only in very special occasions. Yeah, it's truly... Wait, Awakening the Forest. Oh, up there. Whoops. Yeah, there's only been... Well, I guess early days of school, I read, like, Goosebumps and stuff. And there was, like, the Choose Your Own Adventure, like, kids' horror books. Those were classic. I read those by choice. But then... After a while, I stopped, and then, yeah, the only books I've read by choice were Tolkien-related, and then Jurassic Park. Those have been the only books I've ever read by choice. Everything else was forced through school, and I hated every second of it. There we go, and then we'll be able to complete this. I read It in school, and the teachers didn't believe me for various reasons. A, it's a big book. B, I read it in English. C, there's a miniseries. Oh. Wait, there's a... Oh, is that what Welcome to Deary based off of the miniseries of books? Or is Welcome to Deary they just wrote it as its own kind of thing and it's just really well done? Oh, I see what you're saying. Right. Yes, the Tim Curry movie was a mini series. That's right. I see what you mean. Yeah. Which is, I wouldn't... Is two... Was it... Because it was only 2 parts, right? It was... Or did they break it up into, like, 4 parts or something originally? Because I understand it as 2 parts. And I don't know if I would even call that a miniseries. That's just a 2-part series. So the teacher assumed I watched that and pretended to have read the books. So I had hit her with a certain scene. Oh, I do know about the certain scene with Bev from the books. Yep. Yeah, because that's not in any of the movies. Even the newer ones. For good reason.
You are far from home. Stand now and rest a while. Home. You are hasty folk. You should not be giving your right name away like so. You are far from home.
Oh, we are going way far north. Mind you, this was when I was in school. We didn't have ChatGPT or internet resources. So knowing that scene, will that confirm for her that I did indeed read the book? Yep, that's a good point. Which you did in English. Hell yeah. I'm glad that I did get to go to school before the internet. There wasn't a lot of school before the internet for me, but there was a bit. It was a very different time. Going to the library for like research projects and stuff. Looking through books. That's also probably actually, maybe that's what made me hate reading so much. Is once we got access to the internet, I hated reading. I didn't want to look through encyclopedias and research books anymore. I used to exhaust every English book in the library in my town that my town had. I read everything they had on UFOs because that was a big interest of mine at the time. Ooh, cool. And I think I read every Stephen King book they had as well, even in Dutch, which I hated. Wait, you hated reading Stephen King in Dutch, or you just hated reading Stephen King? Hated reading the books that were originally in English that were translated to Dutch. Ooh, was there bad translations? I'm sure there was. Hey, I just downloaded the game like a minute ago. I'm a returning player. I remember you said Lore Master is the best DPS, but I would like to ask for the top 5 because I don't know what I should choose. Ooh, okay. Top 5 DPS. Lore Master, Runekeeper. Now, granted, when playing these in group content, you may be asked to play the other specs. Like Lore Master, you might be asked to play the support spec. Runekeeper, you might be asked to heal. So just keep that in mind. Champion, for sure. And that one is only ever DPS. no one will ask you to tank for champion, so that's fine. Then probably between like Brawler, Bayorn, and Mariner. Like those three I would probably put as next. But those ones again, like Bayorn, the bear, you might be asked to like heal or tank in some scenarios. Brawler, you could probably stay as DPS. Some might ask you to tank, but that's pretty rare. Mariner, you're always DPS, but there's like a weird like support DPS role and then a pure DPS role. I'm trying to think of, because I don't know if Hunter, see, here's the thing, is Hunter's getting a rework, or not a rework, but a bunch of buffs next week. So Hunter might actually be really good. And Hunter's also, well, they do have the support role now, but you should be asked to just do DPS most of the time. So they might be good. Keep that in mind, Hunter. So Runekeeper, Lore Master, Hunter, Champion for sure. And then, yeah, Lore Master. And then, yeah, those would probably be the top 5. And also I did Alt-Tab and I got Fatal Error. Any solution for that? Wait, you got a Fatal Error for Lotro? That's interesting. Maybe try in options. Display screen mode. Make sure it's like it's full screen windowed. That might help. That's the only thing I can think of right now. Yeah, Hunter, Lore Master, Runekeeper, Champion. I have faith that the Hunter will be top 5, but that I can't confirm that. And then it would be like between, yeah, Bear, Mariner, Brawler. Yeah, no problem. No problem, Feeder. Did I need to kill another? No, I need to kill one more. Perfect. Okay, let me catch up on... They translated the names for Lord of the Rings. Like, Strider wasn't called Strider, Bag End wasn't called Bag End. Oh, that's weird. Why would they translate the names? Or why? Yeah, like, why? That's weird. I hated reading for a long time. I just couldn't focus or sit down for long enough to get through most of them. That's how I feel. Like, I can't sit down and focus on them. And I'll read a page, and I have to read it like 10 times to actually process and maintain the information, and I just can't do it. Like, I get frustrated with it, so I just stop. I'm like, this is a waste of my time. Oh, there may have been a... See, though, there was a Star Wars book I read when I was a kid, but I don't remember anything about it, and I don't even remember if I finished it. I think I got rid of it. Yeah, I didn't read comics. I didn't have access to comics as a kid, which is sad, but whatever. I wasn't bothered by it. I love the DC comics in the dark. Yeah. Green Lantern comics had amazing art panels in those days. Ooh, that's kind of cool. If we used other language for error, of course, names we could have won. What? No, well, no, because they wanted... Well, maybe, but, like... they wanted They just wanted his Elvish names, not even the translation of the Elvish names. And that'll still bother me forever. Strider was Stapper. What? Which is a direct unnecessary translation. Bag End was Balling Shohek? Shuhek? For whatever reason, I don't even know why. Weird. I think even the names Baggins were translated into Ballings. Why? That's so weird. Because Dutch. It's the same reason why I see French still dub movies. Or the Germans, yep. People at my job watched La Casa de Papel, which Netflix translated into Money Heist with English dub instead of the original Spanish audio. I'm like, why? Yeah, the English dubs on Netflix are kind of interesting. There's a lot of I guess it started with Squid Games, right? And the popularity of that, so then they started doing all these dubs of everything else. And some of them are okay. There was a lot of, I think they were maybe German horror movies that we watched that were kind of interesting. I don't remember what they were called. It was a long time ago, but they were all dubs, and I'm pretty sure they were German. Are you playing Fearless Difficulty? Yes, I am. I am indeed playing with the Fearless Difficulty. And does that XP boost level you too fast? No. The experience boost from difficulty only applies to when you kill monsters, and it's not that much. I only run Fearless Difficulty for the virtue experience boost, really. And even then it's not. I wish it was more. But no, the experience boost from the Fearless Difficulty isn't that bad. Where you're going to get the massive buff from right now is we have the Welcome Back weekend buff, which where we get on the legendary servers right now, which is a 50% experience buff to everything, kills, quests, crafting, etc. Until, well, for the next 2 weeks, I guess. Because once the level cap is level 100 on the legendary servers, that experience buff, as of right now, will go away. So you're gonna level up quite quickly right now, but that will disappear shortly.
You are far from home. Home now. business have you with the Ents?
Yeah, no problem. Oh yeah, caught up on my virtues. That feels good actually. I'll be set for level 100 because then I think the virtues will increase by 2 levels each. Yeah, 96. No, 3 levels. 96, 98, and then 100. Okay, so I'll have to go back and I hope they don't remove the virtue buff. They probably will though. They don't want to give us free virtue experience. Yes. And it has to be said, rip Catherine O'Hara, Home Alone mom forever. Yes, that was very sad news to hear the other day. That was very sad news. And I guess it was unexpected too, like even for her family in a way. Like she had some sort of illness and then her body couldn't recover. Very sad. And 70 also feels so young, too. She was truly a legend and a great Canadian icon. Home Alone, Beetlejuice, Schitt's Creek. If you haven't seen Schitt's Creek yet, that's a great show. R.I.P. Catherine O'Hara. Yes, yep. She was able to return for the Beetlejuice sequel. Killing more trolls here? Okay, we're killing trolls again. Alright then. Not sure why. But we're doing it again. These ants really hate the wood trolls. Beetlejuice and Batman were the movies that got me to start paying attention to... Oh yeah, to Michael Keaton. Yup. I enjoy his career. I think his career is very underrated. But he makes some great appearances in movies. If you've never watched him in this series, dope, sick, please do. For the love of Canadian God, do. It's a mini-series? Okay. Dope. Sick. Oh, it's on Disney Plus. Okay. I'll add that to the list. I never actually watched Birdman. I wanted to, but I never did. It was one of those things where, like, I was thinking about it and then waiting for it to appear on things like Netflix or something, and then I don't think it ever did. As Keaton, Peter Skarsgård, Will Poulter, and Caitlin Dever. Ooh, yep. Yeah, that's a good cast. If you want to watch Birdman, I will watch. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Ooh, and based on actual events. Very nice. All right, so I need to wait for 2. Do I really need to wait for 2 wood trolls to spawn? God damn it. I need to see if someone does this quest, because... Oh, there's a troll. Alright, well, I guess we just wait here for one more wood troll. We'll do little circles. Is that one? Yes. I love watching Caitlin Dever act. I feel like she did herself a real disservice to be in The Last of Us as Abby. I don't even remember if we finished watching season 2. I know we started and we got like halfway through. At least halfway through. Maybe we did. God, it's been so long now. I think we ended up getting busy, or at least Tiger Lady's work schedule got super busy. So I don't know if we ended up finishing that or not. I loved the first season. I thought the first season was really good.
Stand now and rest a while. Hum, you are far from home.
Okay, go plant more seeds. Okay. I don't know if I had a problem with Ellie in the first season. I don't know if I liked her character in the second season, but I also, from my understanding, she's also not extremely likable in the game either, but I don't know. That's just from one of my friends that played the games a lot. I never played them because I didn't have a PlayStation to play them at the time. You liked Ellie in the games? Okay, good to know. Yeah, I just remember my one friend saying he was just frustrated with her all the time. Like he didn't like the journey of the character, I guess. I don't know. I don't really remember. I just remember him saying he was not as thrilled with her. Hated Abby, of course. Right, of course. Didn't both the actors though, like Abby and Ellie, like the voice actors for those two characters, didn't they also get like a lot of hate from fans? Everyone really liked Joel. Yeah, I feel like it's hard to hate Joel. Yeah, for some reason I remember reading when it all came out that the voice actors for Ellie and Abby were getting like massive hate. But I never understood why. But I also never played the game, so I didn't. It's like, whatever. Internet will hate people regardless. There's more Naughty Dog and Neil Druckmann's choices for story. Oh, okay. What ultimately really killed The Last of Us game was the writing and the way they tackled the story. Okay. It was a mess. Oh, God. Well, I guess that's pretty evident in the show, though. Because, yeah, I don't think we finished it. I think we got bored or just didn't care anymore, so we just gave up. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. They were just standing by the second game, which, to be fair, they worked on. The choices made kind of slipped. Okay. Yes. Yes, please do. I have watched Kill Bill. Yep. It's been a while, but yes, I have definitely watched Kill Bill. So you would agree that Bill is not a good person? I would agree. Bill is not a good person. it's even in the whole movie's about killing Bill. I wonder why. You don't kill him because he's a good person. Okay, so imagine knowing what Bill did to the bride, right? Yup.
You are far from home.
And you get the first movie from the bride's perspective. Yup. Oh, right. Isn't in the second Last of Us, they make you play as Abby to kill Joel? Yeah, and trying to get you to sympathize with Bill. Right? Second movie's all from Bill and trying to get you to sympathize with Bill. And then you you're playing as Bill and you throw away all that sympathizing because of what he did. Would that work? Probably. Well, yeah, probably not. I see the idea, but I think the execution of it didn't work. I don't hate the idea. I don't hate the concept, but I think it needed to be done in a different way. Would be my 2 cents on it, I guess. But that's also that I haven't played the game, and so I could also be totally off. Totally off. Like maybe just it could never work. But I'm assuming, yeah, they just did it in a really shitty way by, like you said, making you care about them and then making you kill the character that you cared for from a whole other game. That is where The Last of Us fails. One half of the game you play Ellie going on a Kill Bill style rampage of revenge and violence, and then they flip the tables on you by making you play as Abby. Yeah, see, that's where it's a little bit weird, doing the back and forth. Abby, yeah, she's not a likable person at any point. If you want me to play as this character, you have to make me like them. But her character herself is just not likable. Because you even get that pretty early on in the show. Where, like, she's even, like, just aggressive and rude with her, like... her, I don't know, her so-called friends, her group or whatever, super early, and she's just aggressive and rude, and you could just know that she takes things too far all the time. So you hate her, and then she does what she does, and then you hate her more, and then you have to play that, and yeah, that's not. It's just not gonna work, yeah. There's nothing bigger. They make Ellie a shittier person. They make Ellie a shittier person to make Abby seem better, so the narrative completely falls apart. So what happened was they changed the stories, or they made the characters not likable, but then parts of the internet decided to take that and blame the actors, I bet. I'm thinking that's what probably happened. Is they put all of the hate towards the actors, like, it's your fault it's this way, I hate you because I hate the character. It's like, well, you only hate the character because the writer of the character was stupid. Yeah. Convince me by showing me why I should like them. Yes. Everything you show me tells me I shouldn't like them, but you're telling me I have to like them? I don't want to like them. Interesting. It's almost, I almost wonder if they needed it to be a third game then. Like maybe the second game, it's The Last of Us, but you take a break from Joel and Ellie, and it's actually Abby's story to the moment before she meets Joel and Ellie and does what she does, but you get like a whole game with her where she's a normal person and they give you a whole bunch of reasons to like her. And then the third game is what you get with Last of Us 2, where now you play both Ellie and Abby, but now you've had a whole game with each of them, kind of thing. I love the first part of Last of Us 2, the blood-fueled revenge because of what happened to Joel. Yep, that's something that the player can relate to. And you as a player, having played the first game, you want that blood. Yep. You want that revenge. You want the kill. Every single person you come across, you don't just nullify that. You can't. Please, honestly, I swear, a lot of the outrage of the unreasonable hate things is like 10 people with 500 different accounts. But, yeah, exactly. But the criticism is, it's justified in those ways. But the flat-out hate is too much. Find the ancient tree? Oh, I couldn't pick both? Okay. Well, we almost got to friend. I guess that's something. Well, and that's like the actor that played Joffrey in Game of Thrones. He played that character so well. He is such that character is universally hated. But people, some dumb people, take it too far and they put that hate towards the actor. And it's like, well, I don't hate Joffrey. I hate the actor for making me hate Joffrey. I hate Joffrey, so I hate the actor. And then, yeah, and then he has to retire from acting because he was getting so much hate, like death threats and stuff. It's like, come on, people. It's not that deep. The fact that you hate that character so much shows you how well the actor did. And now he funds a children's puppet theater. Hell yeah. Yeah, he was like bullied out of acting by the internet, which is terrible. Because he deserves to have a really good, like, make him a villain for a bunch of things. Like, he fits that role so well and he plays it so well. But no. We have to take what we see on screen and blame the actor for it. And hate them. You killed Sean Bean. Like, no, he didn't. I'm not an actor, I never will be. There is such a nuisance to playing a character that is universally... Or there's a nuance to playing a character that is universally hated by everyone. Playing the bad guy, the villain, is so easy to get over the top with that it becomes a caricature. The fact he stayed within the boundaries. Exactly.
You are far from home.
Exactly. Okay, so now I gotta go up this way. Yep, that's why you can never replace Rickman as Snape, for instance. Yep, absolutely true. It's why you can never replace Christopher Lee in any role. You can't replace Count Dooku. You can't replace Saruman. Rickman, like no other, understood Snape was not the villain. Yep. But you, the viewer, the reader, were led to believe he was. Yep. Yep. Well, and that's also just what makes a good villain. A good villain is someone that doesn't believe they're the villain and that everything they do comes from a place of good intent in some ways. But the path they set themselves on is what makes them the villain. I mean, I get a little precious sometimes with some characters in Batman, where if someone says Batman is stupid, I get upset. But like when you attack the people behind the story for their work, it's just unreasonable. Exactly. Long story short, I kind of miss Alan Rickman. Yeah, that's fair. That was another person I think we lost way too soon. Say... Oh, there we go. He said goodbye. Okay. Or attacking the character for their actions and calling them overall dumb is just too much, but calling the actions of a character dumb feels fun. Yeah, you can... Unless the character is intended to be dumb or silly or whatever. That's one thing, but yeah, it's all more about the actions and choices that are dumb, not necessarily the character. You don't, yeah, because you don't have to agree with the choices they make. Yeah, saying the Abby as a character is dumb, but the versus calling the actions of Abby dumb. Yeah. Well, it's just like, you know, there's bad versions of... Yeah, we got, like, bad versions of Batman, bad versions of Deadpool, bad versions of Galadriel.
Home.
Find the small island. How's the grinding today? Fine. Today was more of, yeah, I've never experienced Fangorn, so just trying it out for the first time. I like the zone. The back and forth and going around, I think the quest design was a little bit weird, but I don't hate the little mini zone. I don't think I'll plan on actually grinding out the rep, though. Because I'm not going to be using it. Sure, it hurts to see someone misunderstand. Calling them straight up. It's just unreasonable and poor. Oh, yeah, it's the poor argument without any logic or reason to back it up. Yeah, that's fair.
Stand now and rest a while.
Seed at Isengard. Okay. Wait. Where's the tree to go to Isengard? Oh, wait. Maybe it's over here? Yeah, there you are. Do they let me go through the pipe? Oh. That would have been fun. Plant the seed in Isengard. Well, then I'm assuming that concludes the Fangorn story. This is a repeatable quest, taking this seed and crying over it? Okay, interesting. I'll probably be on it soon. I've had a few beers, probably one too many. It's like 1 a.m. Yeah, that's fair. I'll be... Yeah, it's about time that I'll be finishing stream here. I'm thinking that we're near the end, so I thought, well, we can finish Fangorn and then we'll do something different tomorrow. I'm thinking tomorrow we revisit Lord of the Rings Total War again, and we continue Rohan, and then next week we'll play a different character. I'll play my Guardian next week.
You are far from home.
Acquire a handful of moss from
Not
bog
be
lurkers.
hasty.
Oh, there's more. You will grind out these dailies and you will pretend to like it, content monkey. I assume I'm close. I figured going to Isengard would have been the end, but hold on. Maybe before I get carried away, let's see what Born quests. Let's see what oh yeah, this actually might be the last quest. Those are the tasks that we've done. We've done quieting the north, the west, yeah. We did the instanced quests. We did the 12 of those. Yeah, this might be the final quest then, actually. Oh, wait. Oh, this is like a... Okay, never mind. Nope. Maybe we'll do this tomorrow. And then we'll go to Guardian tomorrow instead. This is like a 12-part quest. Never mind. It's not... We're not actually almost done at all. This last quest we just picked up has 12 objectives. So never mind. We will call stream here today, and we will pick it up here tomorrow, and we will finish Fangorn, and then we'll go over to Guard, or a different character. So that's what we'll do tomorrow instead. I mean, we gotta kill Norbogs, we gotta kill Bog Lurkers, we gotta go back and forth a few times. We have to go to some other locations and cry. Collect more things, repeat the process. Hell yeah. 1672 out of 4,600 mods. Jesus Christ, that's a lot. But yeah, we'll call it here. I thank you to those that stopped by and said hello. I appreciate you all, and we will be back tomorrow with more. Thanks for coming. Bye-bye.